Hey travel besties, last month I took my third trip back to Costa Rica, and this time we did the Caribbean side. We wanted to make sure that we hit up Puerto Viejo, Cahuita, Panama, and Tortuguero. The first thing I did was reach out to a tour guide I had when I was in La Fortuna, and he connected me with his cousin who helped us plan an amazing trip. I also booked a rental car with my trusted rental car person, and rental cars are kind of expensive, so you want to make sure you can work with someone you can trust. I used Greg Gordon, and I'll make sure to drop his info below. The first leg of our journey was meeting up with Marco and doing his amazing Bocas del Toro tour. Since we had to cross into Panama to get there and you can't drive your rental car there, we had to park it in secure parking and walk over the border. It's really important that you don't forget that you have to do immigration on both sides of the bridge. Marco helped us every step of the way and made sure that we went to all the right places. When you get into Panama, you also have to pay your taxes in advance at a little building kind of kitty corner to the immigration center. It was actually a really cool experience being able to walk over into Panama and, of course, being able to check out 2 countries on one vacation. After crossing over the border and taking a short car ride, the next step was to get into this cozy little boat and make it through the canals and then get to check out some amazing island stops on the way. This was about a 45-minute boat ride through the canals, and we got to see animals and wildlife and nature. It was really cool. And then our first stop, Starfish Island. This place was so beautiful. We got to see so many starfish. It was just a great way to kind of kick off our trip into Panama. They did provide gear so we could do some snorkeling. We also just kind of swam around and relaxed and enjoyed our time here. I think we got to spend about an hour and a half in this location, but they were pretty relaxed. We could have stayed longer or we could have left earlier if we had asked. Next, we got back in our cozy little boat and we headed off towards our next location. I highly recommend this trip, even though it does seem like it's kind of expensive at $350 per person. It really was a full day tour, multiple trips and experiences all wrapped into one. Our next stop was Hospital Point, and this place was heaven on earth. The crystal clear water, there was almost no one around. It was so calm and such a cute little area to explore. We really wish we could have had more time here. Next, we stopped for lunch at BB's. This was a super cute floating restaurant and the views were to die for. You did have to buy your own lunch and the food was okay, but the views made everything worth it.
Did I gone shoot them in the door?
We finally made it to our final destination, which was Scully's house in Panama, and we just happened to be coming at the right time of year to be able to experience their annual chili festival. We got to sample so many different people's chili, enjoy live music and some action right on the pool and right on the beach, and then we got to vote for our favorite chili of the day. Scully's is such a cool place. It's right on the water. Some people said that it's a little bit too loud for them, but we didn't have any issues with that. Our hotel was so spacious, so nice. We really enjoyed our time here, and we also loved that we got to rent some electric bikes and cruise around the town. Because this is literally the rainforest, we did experience some rain, but it was warm and it came in fast and it went fast too. We really had so much fun here. The next day we did an ATV tour through Pablo Escobar's old property. My favorite part was being able to explore some of these hidden gems that we wouldn't have found on our own. We went to this really cool lagoon, and honestly, I didn't want to get my hair wet. But you know what they say, I did it all for the gram. So I did the jump, I caught the pictures, I got my hair wet, and it was worth it. If you are considering taking a trip to the Caribbean side of Costa Rica, I highly recommend connecting with Marco. He not only helped us with some paid tours, but he also told us everything that we could do for fun that didn't cost anything. Once we crossed back over the border, our next stop was Cahuita. We wanted to make it to Cahuita National Park, where the rainforest literally meets the beaches. We got to see so many animals on this walk and find our perfect spot along the beach. Once you get to the sandbar, you have to make it back by 3 o'clock or it'll be washed out, so make sure you're keeping track of the time while you're having fun. There are so many different outlets that you could walk straight out from the rainforest right onto the beach, and so many cool animals. This was such an amazing part of our trip to Cahuita. Do not miss out on Cahuita National Park. The best part is it's absolutely free. Okay guys, we just spent the day doing a self-guided hike through Coweta National Park. This is where the rainforest literally meets the beaches, and you want to make this part of your experience if you are visiting Coweta in Costa Rica, or if you're even staying in Puerto Viejo. You want to come and make this experience happen, because right now we're on the trail. Literally, this is the rainforest. There's not very many other people that are here today. And if you want to walk out into any one of these little trails leading right out to the beach, we're on one right now. We're walking right out to the beach. This is incredible. There's some people taking some sexy pictures out here, husband and wife. I love it. And here we are. We are right on the beach. This is amazing. What's really awesome about this park is that it is completely free. It's donations. We gave a donation. We gave $10 US for a donation so that they can help make sure that they take care of this park. And we got to spend the entire day here. What do you think, babe? What do you think about it?
And we chose not to get a tour guide, which I think worked out perfect for us, because then we could go out at our own pace, go to each little beach that we wanted to go to, spend as much time on the beach as we wanted. We got to go at our own pace, make our own videos. And we actually saw a lot of monkeys, a lot of wildlife. They do have people set up throughout that showed us some sloths. And it really helped just to be able to see other people looking up in the trees, which was a good indicator that there's something up there you want to see.
Yes.
So this trip was beautiful. It worked out great. Definitely come visit.
Yes, come visit. All right, we'll see you guys next time. We stayed a short walk away from the national park right here. After experiencing Coweta, we were heading up to Tortuguero, but we made a couple stops along the way, including this really cute waterfall and some amazing beaches in Puerto Viejo. We asked Marco to connect us with a tour guide in Tortuguero who helped set up our entire transfer process and tell us exactly where to go and how to be able to get to Tortuguero. Tortuguero literally means place of the turtles, and you can only get there by boat or by small plane. We chose to get there by boat. We had to park our car in a secured parking area and take a boat ride into Tortuguero. We did a canoe tour through the canals, got to see so many animals and so much wildlife. We also did a turtle night tour, and we did a regular night tour where we saw so many sloths. It was pretty incredible. One of my favorite parts about this trip was all the local dogs running around. There's really just one main street, and this place was just so adorable, and the people here are so friendly. We almost chose not to make it here because it seemed like a little bit of a hassle, but this place was worth every bit of effort to get here. After spending 7 amazing days along the Caribbean coast, we headed on back towards the airport, and we stayed one night in San Jose. If you're heading to the Caribbean side of Costa Rica, I highly recommend doing this tour. It was easy enough to accomplish all 4 of those locations in about 8 days, and we didn't feel like we really missed out on anything. If I could change one thing about my trip, I would have just spent a couple extra days in Panama to be able to explore more of the islands and really get an experience for Panama. But that just gives me another excuse to plan another trip to a new country. Don't forget to check my description to be able to get the information for the tour guides we used on our trip. Tell them Tabby sent you, and you'll definitely get the hookup. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you follow along as I share the world one bite and one flight at a time. Until next time.